Right guys, welcome back to another afternoon come day in the garage working on my camper van again. So I was working on it yesterday and I've managed to get the worktop fitted, really pleased with that, and at the moment I've got the front seats out. You may be able to guess why, they're down at the trimmers. So he's got the double seat and I'm going to drop the other seat down to him in about an hour or so. But in the meantime I thought I'd get on, while I've got the seat out, the driver's seat out, I thought I'd get on with finishing off some electrics underneath there, because I wanted to fit my battery charger, which I should have done probably when I fitted it all out underneath there. But now I've had the van sitting on the drive, it's winter time, not like getting a lot of the solar. I haven't really driven the van much, to be honest, so I need my battery charger, then I can plug it in and I'm always going to have a bit of power, keep my battery topped up while I'm sitting on the drive messing around with this van. And once we get out of lockdown and we can start travelling about, and then hopefully we're going to be able to go out and use this camper van after all this work on it. But anyway, so this I've got some tools out in there now and I'm just making the final connections, and I thought I'd better bring you along and show you what I'm doing underneath the seat there. Then I'll give you a tour of the seat when it's finished underneath there, the installation of all the bits and pieces I've got under there. So let's get back on and continue wiring up this battery charger. Yeah, so this is the what's going on underneath my driver's seat. As you can see, there's a lot in here. It was an absolute mission to fit all this out, including carpet and everything. So we've got our breakers there, we've got two breakers there, they're for the solar panel, these are for the mains power coming in from the van battery, and also it isolates our Merlin smart bank, or is it Sterling? I always say Sterling, but it's really probably Merlin. In fact it is Merlin. So it's a Merlin smart bank. Don't even know what I've got. Battery to battery charger, which is a smart charger, and also in the front here there's a small switch, so that enables us to hold that switch over if we ever flatten the van battery. Hopefully it won't happen, but you never know. We can hold that switch over and we'll start the van using this battery, which is very clever, and I've not seen any other battery to battery chargers that can do that. So, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this battery charger. So I'm going to use my last terminals that I've got on the battery here. That's that one done. Let's hide that. It's always sketchy doing stuff like this, especially live on the battery. Of course I could have disconnected it, but I didn't bother. Ooh! Right, and we've just got our negative to put in. Right, that's that one done. I've actually still got one spare terminal on now, and that is a right result, because if I need another battery, it's going to be easy to get into our terminals here. Another bit of 16mm cable, and I'm thinking battery might be able to go here. I'm even thinking about maybe a possible lithium upgrade at some point, so that's definitely on the cards. That's going to be ready for our seat, so let's go and make the connections the other end and charge this battery up. Right, so made my connections. That's the plug there. You can just about see it. So there's our battery charger. It's a smart charger, it's just going to trickle charge it, and then hopefully it will just shut off when it doesn't need to charge it anymore. Right, so just been down, picked up a few Jubilee clips, dropped my seat down to Tony. Double seat's finished, looks amazing, and hopefully going to pick that up tomorrow. So once I get that picked up, reinstalled, I'm going to be giving you a full look at that. So we'll probably do that tomorrow, but for now I'm going to finish off this last little bit of pipe that I've got to literally connect this piece of pipe here down to this piece of copper. I found it's quite a good way of doing this. Rather than stick it in boiling water like I've done for years, I just use the heat gun. And I mean, you've got to be careful with it. But you can tell when it gets too warm, because you can't touch it. Woo! She's getting hot now. Hopefully we'll be able to use this water system now for a bit of time before I actually get the fridge in place. So we'll be able to give it a good test run, because I really don't want any leaks behind the fridge. Right guys, so that's going to be it for today. Managed to get the battery charger installed, and also finished off the water system, got the waste pipe hooked up and all that good stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to fill up the water system and I'm going to actually give it a good trial. That's going to be a wrap for today's video, and see you guys tomorrow. Right guys, welcome back. Another day in the garage. So the other day we managed to get the water system finished off, but I haven't filled it up with water yet, and I'm going to be doing that. That's the first job I'm going to do today, is fill it up with water, and we'll be able to test for leaks and see what the pressure's like, etc, etc. And also yesterday I was really lucky to pick up my seats from Tony the trimmer, and I fitted them back in loosely yesterday, so I've got to finish just bolting them in, and then I'll be able to show you them. But for now, let's get this garage door open, and let's just crack right on with doing something. Right, so we've got the van in place. All we've got to do now is get the cap off, fill it up with water. A few people might have seen this video that I made when I put this cap in place. And what you have to do is you have to take this little key, undo it, fill it up with water. While it's gurgling away filling up my water tank, I thought I'd jump round into the back of the van and have a look and see what the water level gauge is doing. So at the moment we're still showing a red. So I did actually fill it up the other day, so I know the level gauge does work, which I was unsure when I was cutting the prongs down if it'd work. So there we go. Right, so we've gone up to the first quarter, so I'm going to leave the water tank and that, because I know there's a lot of water in there now. And let's move the van back on the drive and let's have a play about with the water system. Make sure we've got no leaks. So, moment of truth. Turn on the switch. There we go. So there's the pump for drawing the water out of the water tank, and what will happen is it will fill up the accumulator, and then once it's filled up to its, there we go. Let's just check for leaks. I mean, who knows, you never know. I had a few leaks the other day, but right. Ah, my elbow. Right, anyway. The funny bone. Oh, right. So that's a note to oneself. Roll the seat forward a little bit when you put the sink up. So as you can see, it is rather close to that, but nevertheless it does work. So we should be able to try our waste system out. Oh, hang on. I'm expecting a bit of splash in here. Bit of air. Turn it on really slow. There we go. We've got water. There we go. Right, let's have a look under here. Looks pretty good. No pulsing, so that's quite good. Right, let's see if the old plumber's gold helped on the waste. I'm sure it didn't need it, but I'll put it on anyway. Waste is working lovely. There's actually no leaks at the moment. What I'm going to do is I'll just leave it all on, as you would do if you know you're going out in your camper van, and we'll just observe it throughout the day, make sure there's no little weeps or anything like that, because the last thing you want to do is install the fridge and all this other timber work I've got to put around this aluminium, and then we end up with a leak behind there. It could be actually quite catastrophic for the van, so I want to be 100% there's definitely no leaks. When I tested it the other day, there was no leaks from the pump or anything around the back. The only leak was from this joint here, which goes onto that that accumulator. But I think it was just a bit of a dodgy connection, so I changed the connection and it seemed fine. So, and I've made me a little bit of pipe work there, so hopefully the fridge should fit back there. We'll be going for another test maybe today, but certainly in the near future we'll be starting to push the fridge back into there. So I've got one other thing to show you with the water system. I've put a hose at the back. You've probably seen that video as well if you've watched any of these videos. Just jump around the back and show you around there. Well, that's just amazing. So that's going to be really useful, especially for someone like me that don't like washing their van. I could probably even wash the van with it. So that was hot. Well, be a game changer. That's something to think about though for the future. Right, that's the last time I'm going to have to take that seat out. Right, so seats are in, and as you can see they do look nice, so really pleased with what Tony's done for me. All the upholstery is now finished, so got a bit of wood out here and I started trimming it up the other night, so I'm going to carry on, get the router out. No, actually it's a lie, I've already got the router out, so the router's out, and going to get on with cutting some more wood up. Let's see if we can get some more of this wood panelling finished inside there. Right, so that fits quite nice. Time to get our T-trim on there, it's going to really look nice in there. So this gets set up for the 2mm T-trim now. of truth. Ah, yeah, that looks pretty tidy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a bit of lunch and then I'll come back and we'll have to make some aluminium brackets and get that fitted on. So let's go and see what I can find to eat. Right, so I've had a bit of lunch, come back out and it's pouring with rain. Bit of a pain in the butt. But actually I think it's just holding off the rain now, but anyway. So next job is to try and get this fridge in place. At the moment I'm thinking about sitting the fridge on some ball. So I'm gonna cut this down to the right width and I'll be trimming this edge up, and this is going to be the front edge. So as you look at the fridge you'll see that it'll have a black trim on the bottom and the fridge will be on top of it. Let's get on and cut this down. Right, so it's got the little slotty bits done. See if it fits in the van. Right, so that's going to be my platform for my fridge. So because of the aluminium being at the bottom there, and I want to still be able to see as much of the aluminium as I can because I think it looks really nice. So what I've done is I've built this little piece. We're going to put some trim on that bottom edge here, and we'll be able to slide our fridge back nice and smoothly on there. So tomorrow we'll get that fixed down and try the fridge in place, and then we'll work out what packing we need to put down the side and how we're going to do it. So right guys, so productive day, got quite a lot done on the van, but that's going to be a wrap for this video. So if you did like the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already you might want to think about subscribing to my channel. I've actually purchased another project, so I'm not going to tell you any more about that just now. It's not a massive project, but it is nevertheless another car I've got to repair. Let the cat out of the bag a little bit there, didn't I? But anyway, I'm going to be getting hold of that sometime next week. So for now, that's going to be all from me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.